Hello, it is your sleepless god again, back with what if Percy Jackson were trained by Persephone and Hades, part 3. Now, I'm not, I'm not fucking around here. Let's start with a recap. So, last time we left off, uh, the campers were just getting out of the school that Percy and Tyson was uh, were schooling in. They got back into camp. They fought the bulls that were attacking the camp at the first place because the tree was poisoned that they could get through. Tyson smashed one into the ground and crushed its skull, uh, basically ripping it apart for parts, basically. Uh, and Talia and their team did get another one down, and uh, Luke and Annabeth helped to get one down, but Percy cut both of its legs off and then chopped off its head for the final finishing move. Then he instantly passed out because of exhaustion because he used stop time twice in that day and 2 boost. So he passed out just like Luffy when he did. Luffy just fell asleep in the middle of the battlefield with burning stuff all around. They brought him back into the infirmary, gave him some nectar of life, and when they told him about everything that happened and that Chiron is actually gone and that was traded out by someone else, when he went to the first feast, Tyson, not knowing the rules because not really having time because he didn't leave Percy's side until he woke up, didn't really know, so just sat with Percy. And Percy didn't care because basically his brother, until, Mr. D was like, no, you sit by me. You sit by me. And Percy being like trying to defend his brother, being like, hey, like he sits, I should be sitting at my table. We all know the things that happen. We all know the legends. He's my brother. He sits next to me. And then like everyone else is like kind of surprised because it's like no one would know how like Percy doesn't really care. Like it's his brother. Percy never had, like, you gotta understand this. Percy has a strong connection with family. That's why he hates the other guy sitting right next to Mr. D. He's never had a weak connection with family. Even if they're like, they look like a monster. He doesn't care. He literally lives with Persephone and Hades, who are the most biggest monsters in the entire land. But before Mr. D can discorrect, he gets claimed by Poseidon. And what also happens is Percy gets claimed by Hades as a Campione. Now, I want to explain Hades' reasoning on why he chose this exact moment to choose Percy as a Campione instead of last book. Because he definitely could have, but he didn't want to put too much pressure on Zeus in the last book. So what happened in the last book is who chose when Persephone chose Percy as a Campione. That was basically using more of a bargaining chip, like saying, oh yes, he is a son of Poseidon, but he's also one of my Campiones, one of my chosen few of the mortals that I'm allowing to be one of my good ones. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like to Zeus, it's like, okay, you can choose to kill him or give him some time and like let him solve it. And if you do, we don't have to go. You don't have to go with me. Go to war with me and my husband. Hades didn't have to fully out say that, yes, you're going to war with me, but his wife did.
and his wife is more powerful than him. Not like physically, but like in the sphere of influence. This what is Hades gonna say to Persephone? No, we can't go to war. No, fuck that shit. But like okay, and also my mother. I remember last time my mother left, not doing her duties. You know what happened? So it was more like a bargaining chip. This is just a celebration. Hades wanted to claim him for years now, but it's never been the right time. And with Poseidon claiming uh, another camper at the same time, it almost seems perfect for Hades to be like, I got it. And now Poseidon can't even complain. Poseidon can't complain to Hades, be like, why are you claiming Percy now? You can't. You just claimed a child too. I'm not. You claimed a Cyclops. I at least just just put him as like one of my Campeones, and my wife is already on his business with the Campeones, so he is also there. That's basically his simple reasoning
into it. Now let's go back into the what if. So, after all of that broke down, for simple terms, Percy passed out in his bunk. Like, you gotta understand that Percy's been like sleeping mostly regularly, and like he's been doing hard training, but he hasn't been using his boost. He's been using his time stop and getting used to that, but he's only been using like 1 to 2 seconds. Him pushing himself to this far and pushing himself to this limit using 2 boosts and almost and 2 time stops, he's like he's drained, so he goes to bed instantaneously. I'm gonna crack my jaw. Oh, sorry. And when he wakes up early to go training. Like he needs that double training. So he started working with his double blades until a particular person comes out, and that is Talia. Talia comes out of her cabin with a spear. Now, Talia is a lot older now than she ever was. Talia is the ages of 18 now. And the prophecy did not come from her. When she turned 17 and nothing happened, and then she turned 18 and nothing happened, it was a sigh of relief from the people. Because Talia is not the chosen one who is going to maybe cause Olympics destruction or maybe not. So Talia is 18 by now. So she's tall. She's about, say 5'8", very muscular, very lean, very similar built to Annabeth. But the thing that is different about Talia is she is very built in the shoulder section. Like she's been used to thrusting a spear into someone's shield and then maybe like doing something else with that person or shocking them. With Annabeth, she's more like skinny. Like I shouldn't say skinny. She's a well-built woman, but she's more like speed work. She has like a dagger and not a shield. She's most of the time running with a dagger, so she's speeding. She's fast. Cut. She's not Talia. Big hits, big smacks, and with her shield, Aegis, she doesn't need to be really, She has her defenses to be clarified by herself. She doesn't need to be quick, really. She can be slow and steady and do it. So Talia sees Percy training and says, "So, hey, Percy, can I train with you?" As Percy's like, as he sees the spear like spark. She's like, "I don't know if I want to be electrocuted today." He's like, hey, no, trust me, you're fine. I won't. You want me to turn off the electrocution part? I know some people are into that kind of stuff. I'm not, particularly. It's like, Percy's like, okay, we need to what is the regulations of sharing things in this camp? I know we are technically family in some section of the word, but we need some family therapy or a little bit. Come on. As Talia says, come on, let's train. Let's train. I need some training. You need some training. I'm getting a little bit rusty. Fighting all these monsters all the time. I need to fight a worthy opponent. Okay. As they both square off, as Talia's, kind of walking around, Percy kind of gradually trying to feel him out, trying to feel as double-bladed. He realizes that Talia is what Talia is doing. Now, Aegis is scary to even, Percy, who's seen monsters before, and literally fought the person that is on that shield. But the real scary thing is that spear, as he's still spark, and he's like, as Percy's like, she has the distance, he doesn't, obviously. As it's like, it's now or never. He rushes in, does a strike as she blocks it by Aegis, but it's too late because Percy curves up his blade just an inch, tilts with his wrist, brings it all the way up, and goes straight to her left hand, knocking her spear out of her hand, and then flipping all the way around, doing a double cut with both of his, double cut with both of his swords, going one for the throat, one to the body. I shouldn't bring my phone over there like I'm actually doing it. I kind of explain to you, but both of the cuts, and it's like, guess I am getting rusty, as Percy feels a little tiny dagger at his stomach, and he's like, you might be, as Talia is holding a secondary dagger straight to his stomach. It's like, I might be getting a little bit slower myself. As Talia and Percy are talking about, it's like, they were talking about their moves and their decisions. Like, I see you did this move. Why did you thrust at this time? It's like Percy was like, because I knew it was all going to be a waiting game until Luke walks out. Now, Luke looks panicked, scared, and the right word would be. And Talia can see that. And Talia rushes over and grabs Luke by the hand and holds his hand and says, "Are you okay?" It's like, yeah, but I think I had a really weird dream, and I don't think it was a dream. As they get Annabeth up, and Annabeth, Luke, Percy, and Talia are all sitting in a kind of semicircle, and they're like, okay, they look at Luke and what was it? And Luke's completely serious. It just says, Grover in a wedding dress, and Talia, he's still trying to stay serious. It was but he's cracking this little bit of a smile. He just says, it takes a deep breath. Go on. Says, okay, so what I saw was Grover was getting chased by something very large, very massive creature, and he was trying to call out my name. He hid into a beauty shop or something, and he grabbed a wedding dress and put it on. And that's the last thing I saw until he disappeared. He's like, so is he okay? And this is Percy's first saw. He's like, is he okay? Is he fine? Is he good? He's like, I have no idea. Says, shit.
Like, no idea where it is. All I could find was a little town. As they all taking this very seriously, they don't joke around when it's part of their friendship. It's like something, if something happened, if something truly happened, that means it's fucking game time and they need to go. They need to do it. Now, Talia is like, okay, so what is our plan for this? As all three of them look at fucking Annabeth, just being like, "What? Yeah, what is the plan? Maybe." Says the plan is to get more information about it before anything else. If you're any more strange to those dreams, please write down any detail about anything. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning so much. It's kind of late. It's like, okay, I got it. Now for us three, as a point for like Luke, Talia, and Annabeth, they're like, it's like we need to get some training in before morning breakfast. It's like what are you talking about? I need to get some training in too. It's like, I don't know if you know that. It's like Annabeth's like looking at them, just like, I don't know if you know this, but I think most of the campers are entirely feared of you even trying to get close to their camps while they're doing training missions because they think they're going to accidentally kill them. As Luke says, yeah, pretty much. Like it's like I'm appalled. I would never accidentally kill anyone. I would purposely kill people, but I would never accidentally kill people. I'm way too gentle with a blade. It's like Luke looks over and just says, yeah, that right there. Please stop saying stuff like that. You scare my campers. As like Talia's like sitting right next to him and just says, but like, kind of true. I don't think Percy could with any type of one of your normal campers. I don't think you could ever, just accidentally kill them. It's like don't give him ideas, Talia. It's like, just as it is. As they actually do some hard training, get some hard work in, because like Luke and Percy train for like hours. Just hours of training. Like Luke learning down Percy moves, Percy learning down some Luke's moves. You gotta understand that these, like, the reason why Percy kind of came to this place was the training process, was the things that he could do with, like, bows and arrows and his double blades and the equipment that they have. Like, in the other world, they have monsters and that's it. They have no one else. Like, he needs an actual opponent. And he can't just ask, like Hades, hey bro, can you spar me? That's not gonna work. You can't just be like, hey Hades, I need a quick spar real quick. Can you do something? I'm like, come on, no. You like, that's like asking a god to like spot you while you're doing 250. You're like, it's weird, it's awkward, number one. And number two, most likely they're gonna say no, because they're gonna be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna try to kill you, son. Like, what do you mean? You're not trying to kill me. You're trying to make me a better swordsman. Now, Percy is constantly trying to get, mostly trying to get information about the other groups, because he's trying to think about he's trying to think about this. Like, if I was an intelligent group of people and I was trying to get most of the Half-Bloods in the entire world to go into my cause, what would I do? And I was trying to learn about the cause that was going against me. What I would do, I would put up a spy. Now, this is what Percy's doing. He's searching. He's gathering information as much as he possibly can, and then he's trying to dig like a rat, just trying to dig out the accordance and everything. And he finds someone who's telling information to the enemy. as this is where we're going to leave it off now. I hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.